Good morning, guys. You should have just finished watching the video from the artist that uses wax for her ceramic pieces to create kind of a wax resist technique for her glazing work. So I just wanted to kind of break it down to you. You guys have probably done wax resist before and you didn't even know. Maybe you've done it with oil, like this example here is it's either white oil pastel or white crayon, and then you use watercolor over it, and the water and the wax resist each other because we know like oil and water don't mix. And so it prevents the paint from going anywhere that you've marked. Same thing with the ceramic pieces. When you are using and painting the wax on the pots, wherever you glaze, the glaze will not adhere to those spots. So it can make some really interesting and neat designs when glazing. Oops, can't go on. Okay, another way you might have done this is from Easter eggs. So I don't know if you did this when you were younger, but you can use just normal crayons on Easter eggs to create a wax resist. So like this one, they did all these different lines, and you can even use colored wax. Now our wax that we have for ceramics is just white. So wherever you paint on the pots for wax will remain bisque, the color of the ceramic piece. So it's going to remain white. Yep, here's again with the crayon, white crayon tracing over, and then you can use marker over that, or you can use watercolor. It's actually kind of a fun technique to do if you haven't done it before. But I just wanted to make a little connection for you about this wax resist that the artist is doing in relevance to what you could do and how we can use this in the classroom. So yes, we do have the wax. This is it, and I have this in the classroom. So if you guys want to, you can use this wax to create a design. Kind of play around with it. It's actually fun to use, but it is a little dangerous because once you paint it on, you can't get it off. You can't. The only reason, or the only way you can get the wax off is by refiring the whole thing again. So the wax is pretty permanent, but you can actually, let's say you want to glaze something purple. Okay, you've glazed your whole pot purple. Then maybe you want to add some stripes on top of it. So you could paint wax stripes around the whole pot, and then maybe paint the whole pot red over it. So then after you fire it, the purple, the wax like protects the purple, and then you'll have a red and purple kind of stripe pot. So you can use wax resist on top of glaze too. It doesn't have to just be directly on the bisqueware. So here's an example of just without, like this is the color of the bisque and then this is black. So they painted all these wax stripes on it. It's very detailed work. I really like it. And then painted over all of it black, fired it. And probably what they did is they did some sort of clear glaze over it, because if not, this is going to be really shiny and this is going to be rough like the bisque ware that we have. And then here's another one that's pretty cool. This one is red. It's because they used probably terracotta clay, which is a different type of clay. Think about the flower pots that maybe you have at home that are like this red color. That is terracotta. We do not have terracotta. We just use white clay because I like white as a base because glazed colors can go over white easily. Like think of it as a primer. When you have a red base, it's hard to paint like yellow over top of it or like green because you have red almost showing through. So that's why I like the white clay stoneware. Here's another one, just kind of a cool little design. Doesn't have to be super intricate, or it can be, it doesn't matter. So what I want you to do is, I just wanted to teach you a little bit about the wax resist technique because I want to stay away from you guys just taking all of your pieces and saying, oh, I'm going to paint this one yellow, this one blue, this one green, this one black. I want you to get creative with the glaze and have fun with it. It's not about just painting. If you want to paint something or one or two things, just a solid color, that's totally fine. But challenge yourself a little bit and experiment with the glazes because it can be fun. It can be really fun because of the chemical reactions that they can make. So, So basically what I want you to do is, after we just learned about the wax resist, so our next project is going to be a slab pot. So I want you to start researching some different slab pot ideas, and that's going to be our next project that I'll probably introduce to you maybe by the end of this week. So post a picture on Canvas in the discussions and the reply of a slab pot that maybe you find online that inspires you. That doesn't mean you have to do the one that you choose. It just means maybe one that inspires you, or maybe one that you like, or you want to maybe try to recreate. Not copy, recreate. So post that on Canvas, and that's all I want you to do today. I hope you guys have a great day, and let me know if you have any questions.